Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another edition of the 30 Days of I Owe Me Challenge. What's poppin'? Whew, man, how was your day? I want to hear all about it. I want to know. I want you guys engaged in these here comments. Let me see. I'm trying to get all the devices. I want to see you. I want to hear you. I want to speak with you. Yes, yes, yes. All right, all right, all right. How are you? How long have you been following this challenge? Whew, this is day 16. Ah, day 16. I missed a couple days, so I will be going. I'm going to tack them on at the end. But yeah, day 16. Day 16. Tonight we are talking about hormones, energy, and reproductive health. It's very important for women and men. It's important. Women, we have very delicate ecosystems, but men, it's important for you all to understand our ecosystems and the changes that we are constantly going through so that you understand, like, you don't just think, man, these women are crazy. We are hormonal. You have some who are crazy, but we are hormonal. All right. Let me see what I need to make sure all the devices are ready. I am broadcasting on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube live. Whew. Um, what's going on with y'all? How are y'all doing with technology? I still struggle. You would not know what I majored in college. Ugh, the struggle is real, as they say in Atlanta. The struggle, it is real. I want to know how you're doing with technology. How has AI impacted your life? And are you adapting, or are you getting left behind? Man, I'm looking. Uh-oh, didn't turn the sound down. I'm looking at my Instagram. I don't know what you guys practice is, but I keep getting welcome, welcome, welcome. I keep getting like follow alerts and um notifications from people who I know are deceased. Most of the time I unfriend on Facebook most people once they have passed on, just because I don't want to keep seeing the birthday alerts and all that good stuff. So I don't know if that one is a scam because that's Instagram. But here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, share this live video so others can watch too. Okay, so I'm going to share this video. I'm tapping in on YouTube. Yeah. I mean, not YouTube, on Instagram. Make sure you do me the honor and extreme pleasure and favor. Go to the Blowing Bubbles Podcast YouTube channel and subscribe. hit the notification bell so you know when I go live and all the things that are being like are coming up. This is not officially the podcast, but I am broadcasting this to the podcast channel because I want to drive more traffic there. Number one, make people remember that I am there because I had a little pivot earlier this year that, and I repivoted right back to Blowing Bubbles podcast because y'all love the bubbles. So I'm um, still active with the Blowing Bubbles podcast. So I'm broadcasting the challenge through that. But this is a separate entity. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jump in the chat. Let me know you are there. I can see that there are people on, but I cannot see who, and I don't know that you are there or where you're joining from. But if you don't drop a comment, I can just see likes or whatever. This is day 16 of the 30 days of I Owe Me challenge. I am over halfway there, y'all. And when I say I am so dag blasted excited, I have never streamed this many days consecutively. So I am proud of myself. They say it takes 21 days to establish a new habit. Well, if I'm going live every day for 30 days, I very well better have a healthy habit established. Because this content creator, like, hey, Cutting Vaughn, I love you, lady. That content creator life, that's something special. People are making a whole living there in this space. So let's go. Let's go. I have so many people that I actually know in real life, and they started out right with me on this content journey, and they kept going and I did not. And I'm talking about they are sitting pretty. So if you want something, make sure that you commit to it. Make sure that you are locked in and understand what it takes to achieve that thing. And also, not only do I want you to go to the Blowing Bubbles podcast YouTube channel and subscribe and like and watch the video, definitely watch those videos. I left my laptop at home today and just had my channel playing on one of my other email accounts. Every Google address, every Gmail address you have gets a YouTube channel assigned to it. So you can subscribe from all your different Gmail addresses. Thank you in advance because I know you're going to do it. I appreciate you. Love you. Mean it. Mwah. All right. So, yeah, I just left it playing through the videos all day today. Yep. I'm going to do what I need to do to help get my watch hours up. You can help too. Won't cost you a dime. All right. So today was a good day. I had a very busy but very productive day. And I didn't drink as much water. I didn't drink any water today. Make sure you're drinking water. I did not drink any water. I left my water at home. So I was out in the streets, no water. So I'm going to drink some water. Not too much tonight because, man, I won't get any sleep because I'll be jumping up going to the bathroom. Overshare, sorry. But this is what we do in this challenge, man. This is all about getting to the root of what we need to be better, to be the best version of ourselves, health, wealth, and relationships. I say it every day. You cannot fix what you do not face. All right? You can't fix what you don't face. So if you got a physical challenge, you may not even recognize it as a challenge, but it's just a thing that you've been dealing with. Whew, better acknowledge it so you can analyze it. Then you can address it. Okay. Too many people are dying from very preventable things, ailments, irregularities in the body because they ignored it for too long. Let's figure that out and get to the root cause, and then get to back to a state of, in the medical community it's called homeostasis, and that's balance. That's like one station. If you break down the two words homeo and stasis, one station. That means your body is even, balanced, and healthy. I want everybody to be at homeostasis. I don't know when the last time I was actually in homeostasis, because yeah, and it's primarily because, not just there's the environment is a factor, but because I don't have the best eating habits, and I don't always drink enough water, and I don't exercise enough. So part of this challenge is to address that: health, wealth, and relationships. It doesn't do me any good to focus on wealth and relationships and negate health. When I was in nursing school, I had a an instructor. I think her name was Nurse Boudreaux. Pretty sure. It's been a long time. Good God, like 37 years. Dang, I've been out of school a long time. So I was in nursing school, and I had a conversation with Nurse Boudreaux, and she was asking me about my quality of life, my goals for my quality of life, and asked me my vision. I was young, I had no concept of quality of life. And Nurse Boudreaux kept asking me these very poignant questions, which I didn't see as that in that moment. And every time she asked me about my quality of life, all I could say was something about money. I got this money. I want to make a lot of money. I want to make millions of dollars. Nurse Boudreaux listened to me and then asked me, Karana, if I could write you a check right now for $1 billion, and I was talking millions, she jumped up and said, if I could write you a check for $1 billion right now, but you can never walk again, does that line up with your quality of life? It does not. I thank God so much for that lady planting that seed of wisdom in me at such a young age, because it never left me. It always made me conscious of the pursuit of money. I'm not one to pursue money. I know I need to earn money, I need money to live in this society. However, money will never be my motivating factor, like ever, ever, no matter what. So I'm grateful, and it gave me the insights to explore that for the rest of my life. And I've never stopped looking at things like that and understanding what it means to have a solid quality of life. I had a teacher trying to impart that lesson into our class, and we were in like fourth grade. I'll never forget it, but I didn't understand nor appreciate the lesson. He was Mr. Hall. Shout out to Mr. Hall. He was talking about him, why he worked so hard. He owned a skating rink, but he was a businessman, but he also was my teacher. And he told us that he worked so hard because he didn't want his children to have to sleep in the same pajamas every night. And something else he said. Again, this was fourth grade. The pajamas thing was so memorable because it was relatable to an 8-year old, or however old I was at the time. And I remember a couple of us giggling, including myself, like, pajamas. He said, it may seem funny to you, but that matters to me because I had to sleep. I only had one pair of pajamas growing up. Mr. Halls, I don't know if you still in this life. He was my Facebook friend at one point. Mr. Hall, if you still with us and you ever, anybody from Furl shares this, man, let Mr. Hall know that he had an impact on my life. I remember it all these years later. Okay? Over 40 years. Oh God, I'm a little bit old. All these years later, I remember that. And you teachers, it's a lot of educators on my platforms. Make sure that you are consciously sharing nuggets with your students because they may not get it in that moment, but I really believe they'll get it. It'll eventually sink in. Do not give up. I want to give a shout out to the people who are tuning in on Instagram. Jackson Mommy 08, Smiley, hey, what's up, Smiley? Jerome Scarborough, Goddess 10,000. Hey, Goddess 10,000, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate your life. Let me know where you're coming from. If you have joined me for the first time, if you are new here, please again check out the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the Blowing Bubbles podcast, where my mission is to master motherhood through sisterhood while finding balance and building legacies. This here is the 30 days of I owe me. This is day 16. I'm so proud of myself because baby, excuses be excusing, and I am still showing up. So my challenge to myself was to stream every day for 30 days, and here I go. So I want to thank you for joining. Make sure that you keep coming back. Let me look at the schedule so I can let you know in case you don't stick around. I have the business development. What's the rest? This is Tuesday. Business development lady still hasn't confirmed. So I'm going to push that back. I got the sex therapist coming. Then I have the accidental flipper. It's getting deeper, y'all. It's getting deeper. So that's just two people that's going to be on here this week. So make sure you tune in every night at 7 o'clock. All right. The rest of the schedule is up there, but it's kind of flexing as people's schedules change. I had everything planned out for the whole 30 days and life. So I have no issue with anybody's schedule changing. We can circle back or not, or they can come on the podcast. If you want to come on and talk about something that is impactful, hit me up. I swear I'm open to it. I swear I am. I don't know, man. I can't say it enough. I'm just here for whatever the people need because I'm me. I could be on the couch, in the bed, or whatever. Maria Wheeler. That's my man. Listen, Maria. Hey, girl. Hey. Listen, Maria. She pretty much doesn't miss. Thank you. Whenever I go live, Maria is here in the place to be. So if this is your first time coming, we had some of the things that we talked about. I opened up with mindset. The way that when I coach, yes, I call myself a transformational coach because people's lives are being transformed. Some people just say, I'm a life coach. And I'm guaranteeing you that if you do what I help you to learn how to do, you will be transformed. Mindset, heart set, skill set. The intersection of that three is true growth. I'm telling you, I've seen it and practiced it over and over and over again for the last 3 years on purpose. I've been doing this. I've been this person, but I hosted my first group session in 2022, and baby, results are what they are. But yeah, come on board. Reset mastery is like I'm about to press reset on your life. That's a whole nother thing. I'm not really pushing anything. But this challenge, we opened up with the mindset. We did a vision mapping exercise. I came up with the vision mapping exercise. It was something that I learned from a mentor, and I adapted the practice to my own coaching. I tweaked it a little bit, but I started being intentional about vision mapping because I was coaching a young lady, and I asked her, I always talk about the scripture, Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision and make it plain. And I was asking her her vision for her life and her children, and she didn't have one. She was like, I don't know. I just go to work. I don't know what like. And I'm asking her, well, what do you see for your children? She was like, I mean, I don't know. They got clothes. And I'm not at all like throwing shade or anything at this young lady. I applaud her. She was very brave and bold for being honest with me about where she was in her life, because now it has not even been 6 months. But it helped me. I had to create a tool that anybody could take this tool and understand the process to go through to like draft out their vision, gain clarity for a vision for their life. If they didn't, you got to think about the experiences. And then even wrote a book, created a planner. Um, this is my version, the one that is on Amazon. Let me see if you can see it. The Ultimate Planner. The one that is on Amazon is not this thick, but it's a 52-week guided journal for accountability, clarity, and execution with purpose. That's the full title. So the Ultimate Planner, I gave her an Ultimate Planner. She sat down, she started doing all of the prompts, following the prompts and doing the work. And baby girl's life is like night and day difference from what it was just a few short months ago. So yeah, vision mapping is how we started in the challenge. That was the backstory for how I started it. We talked about relationships. We talked about credit. I had Miss Classy, the credit guru on here. Ooh, the relationship episode was nice. There were a lot of different ones. Last night's topic was forgiveness. If you have any struggles with forgiveness, even if you might not be sure if you have any issues, go back and watch that one. They're all on the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow up and check it out. So tonight we are talking about energy, hormones, and reproductive health. There are so many things that impact the way our bodies function environmentally, things that we ingest. What is put in our food in America is ridiculous. Just going to the grocery store, buying something that you think is healthy, it may not be. And there's a lot of people who have trouble conceiving children. A lot of it could be hormonal or environmental because of what we eat and drink every day. Finding that place where our bodies can get back to homeostasis, that place of balance, is so imperative. And our bodies are who said, hi, Auntie. She said, glad you're doing this. I know that this will help make a difference in people's lives. Blessings back to you, my niece. Thank you so much, Auntie. All the way from Las Vegas. Hold on, time out. If you don't know, Vegas has had some craziness in this past week. Auntie, I hope you're doing okay out there. This is monsoon season. If you don't know, Vegas doesn't get very much rain. It is a desert, but July, it does rain. If it's going to rain, it's going to rain in July mostly. And there were like massive dust storms and power lines down, and just a lot of I'm not sure if they had flash flooding, but I know it was a lot of storms, and the dust was very, very bad. If you're out there, you should always keep a mask with you to prevent, because you can't breathe very easily. If you have respiratory challenges, you definitely don't want to be out in that stuff. So I hope you're okay. I mean, clearly you're on here, so you're okay, but I hope you weren't impacted. You and the family out there. So, yes, tonight, talking about hormones. Now, hormones are our body's messengers, if you will. It's like they control our mood, our sleep, our metabolism. Ooh, metabolism over 50 has been a little beast in my life. Fertility and so much more. When they're out of whack, everything feels off. Um, so real self-care means checking in on what's happening on the inside, not just the outside. Sometimes we put a lot of emphasis on how we look, but we ignore those subtle things with how we feel. And not just emotionally. We really got to pay attention to our biometrics. I have all the devices. I got an oxygen meter, a glucometer, and I am not diabetic. Thank you, Jesus. Um, a glucometer, a blood pressure cuff. I keep a digital thermometer, all the things. You got to check, know your numbers, know what your baseline is. Like I've always had a typically lower blood pressure reading. So I'm usually like 110 over 90. I mean, excuse me, 110 over 70. So even if I'm reading like 120 over 80, which is the book norm, I'm paying attention. Why is my blood pressure elevated? So just know your numbers, know your resting heart rate. Um, Pay attention, ladies, pay attention to your cycle. If you still have one, know if it's 2 days off or if it comes early or if it comes late. Know your cycles. Know the flow, if it's heavier or lower. Gentlemen, know when your bodies start to change. Um, the things that the things that we do, and I recently learned that being intimate and the man, if you're not procreating, that man should not be ejaculating in you. So that throws your pH off. All of these things, all of these things. And I'm so sad I didn't get to bring you. There was a doctor who was supposed to be on for this episode, and I kept pushing it back and kept pushing it back for her schedule. But it is what it is. I want to bring you the information. I want to incite conversation. I want to inspire you to do some research. Talk to your doctor, have a different conversation. Too often, doctors are following, doctors often operate in this day and age more like businessmen and women than scientists. So, and forgive me for my seemingly nervous twitches. So I'm locking my hair up and I have one of my little lock starters here and I pull on my hair like it's a nervous tick. Or I don't even know if it's a nervous tick. It's soothing for me. Like I can put myself to sleep like this. And because I can see myself on camera, I can hear my mother saying, "Leave your hair alone, leave your hair alone, leave your hair alone." So every time I do like this, I stop. It's the little girl in me. I am a whole grandma. My mom's voice still rings in my ear. Ah, yes, but know your numbers, um, and know the difference between your emotions and when something is physiologically changing in your life. Now your physiological state can very significantly impact all of that, your hormones, your digestion, your sleep, everything can be turned upside down because of a highly charged emotional situation that you face. So the whole body is connected. The whole body is connected. Your diet will greatly impact what your body does on the inside. I know my biggest challenge is sugar. Me and sweet tea. And we often don't we might even count calories of what we eat, but that drink, we don't pay attention. Okay? So we have to be mindful of what we drink as well. I love sweet tea. I love some fresh squeezed lemonade, and it's going to be sweet. And sometimes I mix my sweet tea and my lemonade. Give me a Tiger Woods any day. Yes, I said Tiger Woods, not Arnold Palmer. I said it. My mama said, so I said it. So, um, knowing that you can create a fresh squeezed juice or the juicers, you can get a juicer relatively inexpensive now. You can even get a blender, just blend up some fruit and strain it. You don't even have to have a true juicer. Blend up some fresh fruit and strain it. Hey, Eric Troy. Um, man, oh, funky one. I need to have you on just playing some music. Um, yes, managing your sugar intake, processed foods, um, and other chemicals that stress your endocrine system. The endocrine system regulates your body. All the things, and I'm trying not to sound too technical. Um, Again, my first career field was nursing, so I understand all of this, but I'm trying not to geek out. I love science, especially biological sciences. But your thyroids and adrenal glands are more health. You're fueling them in a good way by eating whole foods. Um, if it comes in a box and sits on a shelf, it's processed. If your food came from a factory, it's processed. It's going to have chemicals. You can, I can almost, and I'm not a gambler, I bet you a box of donuts that every processed food you have has soy lecithin, and I can't remember the other one. These chemicals are altering our DNA. Do some research. You don't even have to take my word for it. Look at soy lecithin be on the one of the main ingredients on everything you buy in the store that comes in a box. It's a preservative. And if a food manufacturer chemically treats a food so that it becomes what they call shelf stable, so it's going to sit on the shelf, what do you think it's doing in your gut? It's sitting. I used to work quality control for, I'm not going to say the name of the company. If you already know, you know. But I literally, so what I thought in the moment all those years ago was punishment. I was made to work all over the place. And I'm like, everybody else got their own department and blah, 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 blah. Man, I learned the whole factory. It worked out to be a blessing for me. So I learned the whole factory and I got the recipes for all the stuff. Whoo. So I know how to make some of your favorite foods. Yes, I do. And um I was asking, like, what is this soy lecithin? What is this? What is a tocopherol? What? I started asking questions. If a food has, if an ingredient has something you can't pronounce, it's not good for you. If you just Google some of the ingredients on the back of those boxes, if you just go to the grocery store and take a picture and then go home or Google the ingredients and what they do to the body, man. So our endocrine system is very bogged down. I realized that my body was struggling when I believe it was 3 years ago. I went to the doctor just for my annual physical. The doctor, when I had my physical follow up, she said to me, she's reading off my results and discussing them with me. And she said, you might want to cut back your alcohol consumption. And I said, what? I don't drink. She said, that's not what your liver says. What? Remember me saying that sugar is my biggest challenge? I don't drink, don't smoke, never did. Sugar has been my drug my entire life. Non diabetic, but because my endocrine system has been so gunked up by eating junk, and I'm talking about candy, I'm talking about cookies and cakes, and don't make a sweet potato pie because I am going to smash it. These are the things that, and sugar is like a drug. The more you eat it, the more you crave it. And I saw a report one time. I wish I could remember what the name of it was. Pretty sure it was on Amazon. I watch nothing but documentary. Well, I can't say nothing but I watch a lot of documentaries on Amazon Prime. And this doctor was saying that sugar has a whatever, there was a number, he gave the number higher, like let's just say 10, like 10 times stronger um addictive properties than cocaine. So whatever that number is, insert that number. That's not, that may not be the number he said, but he said sugar is blank times more addictive to humans than cocaine. What? So it made me to understand why when I go to a store, and I've done much better, by the way, but it made me to understand why I just couldn't kick. Like I just couldn't stop eating stuff. It was just so good to me. It was so good to me. Yep, sugar and the grits. If you're wondering, yep, this is the first year that I stopped putting sugar in grits. I like sugar. I crave sugar. I would put sugar in my spaghetti, lasagna, all the things. So yeah, I really did crave sugar. I'm still struggling with some of the things. I red velvet cake calls my name loud and clear, but I'm back. I've cut back. I probably only have it like once a month now, but boy, is it a challenge. It's like an alcoholic who goes to AA and they recover and they're clean and sober, but you're always going to be an alcoholic. I'm a sugarholic. So I thank God for the most amazing DNA because, yeah, I should probably be about 350 pounds. All right. So I'm trying to read. I do have some notes. I want to make sure I talk about all the things that I did research on this subject. Um, and I don't know if you're aware, I recently learned this. My cousin, shout out to Mike, little Mike, he sent me this article and it sent me down a rabbit hole of researching how our endocrine systems are struggling. So many products that we use, especially African Americans. Yes, baby. Hey, Quayla. She said, I got that same DNA because, listen, baby, I would not trade my blood for anything in the world. I am loving it, loving it, loving it. Yes. Um, so Lil Mike sent me this article, and that's what we call him in the family. Lil Mike. He knows who he is. I love you, brother. Um, about the hair products that we use, the Kanekalon extensions. I've been wearing this kinky twist braid style for at least 15 years. My mother used to own a braid shop. She had the first braid shop in the state of Ohio. Shout out to IMB. Um, now we're finding out a lot of those products are toxic. Some of our shampoos and lotions and candles they contain endocrine disruptors, like the parabens and phthalates. It's a word with like five consonants in a row. So phthalates, whatever. It's like PHTHALATES. I usually don't struggle saying words, but that one always gets me. And they mimic estrogen in your body. So this applies directly to you, ladies. Um, these endocrine disruptors, they mimic estrogen in your body, and then they create um, like, and this is where I have to draw the line because I can't articulate it. The scientific side of it, I really wish that doctor would have kept her appointment with me. But do your research. Understand, like I said, look at the ingredients list on all of your products that you use. You, and ladies and gentlemen, let me come closer when I say this. This is research. It's not me telling you this, it's research. So you do your own due diligence. But Bath Body Works is number one for the toxic products. Okay. Had to give y'all a moment to settle down. Yes. Japanese cherry blossom. Whew. Amber romance. Yeah. No bueno. It all these things are clogging up our system. They are not meant to be consumed by humans. Um, even though we may not ingest it orally, the skin is the largest organ on the body. It's very porous. So, what we rub on our skin gets within. It goes into the bloodstream and it's a wrap. So, when you have challenges with something, you can't figure it out, doctors can't figure it out, they can't find anything wrong with you, have them give you a referral to an endocrinologist. And here's another thing, functional endocrinologist is like, they do body scans now. A functional doctor is like the old version, the new version of the old osteopathic doctors. They are truly scientists. They're not just out here generating prescriptions. They're not operating the pill mills. A lot of doctors are good doctors, but there's some of them, they're just caught in the matrix. Like, there's a pill for every ill. That's their philosophy. They don't learn a lot of stuff in med school that actually generates cures or leans toward a cure. They're not really taught to do that. They're taught to identify symptoms and find a drug to treat the symptoms, not fix the problem, not help the body heal itself. We were created infinitely intrinsic, or what's the word, intricately, um fearfully and wonderfully made. Gosh, I do read the Bible, y'all. We were wonderfully and fearfully made, right? Saying that, I'm leading to, our bodies are self-healing organisms. We are self-healing organisms. So when you have a problem, if you remove the thing that caused the problem, your body will regenerate, rejuvenate, and you'll get back. There are some things that are may possibly irreversible. I don't know. I just believe in a very big, strong, powerful God. I know that I've been left for dead by doctors and they gave up on me, but God, I wouldn't be here if I didn't know who he is and he know my name. So, hey, let's clean up our systems. Let's get back to that place of homeostasis. And also, I want to make sure that we are all getting enough sleep. Get some sleep. Don't don't lay up watching Netflix and YouTube or scrolling on the internet, knowing you have to get up in the morning. Turn off your device 2 hours before you plan to go to sleep. And the reason is there's a science behind it. There's this blue light technology that powers all of our screens and the devices, and it does something to our eyes and our brains, and it keeps our brain overstimulated. And I'm already a creative, and my mind doesn't turn off. So if I'm laying in bed scrolling until I fall asleep, man, that's going to be the worst day tomorrow because I'm not going to get any sleep. So let's make sure that we are letting our bodies press reset every night. Promise we'll get more than 6 hours. 8 is optimal, but let's get at least 6 hours of sleep every night. Every night. Because I want to see everybody thriving, healthy. I don't want to see you just rich and then your health poor. I don't want that for anybody. True self love is taking care of yourself holistically. When I coach, even when I used to manage music artists, I always approach them from a holistic standpoint. I want to know, are you married? Do you have children? Do you have a job? Do you have, it's not just about the music, it's about who you are as a person. And holistically, I can craft a plan for your music and your business. Yeah, so I've been, like I said, before I was deliberately coaching, I have been this person. And I am so excited and honored that people tune in and listen and they want to know more. And low energy is another sign that your body needs a reset. It's not a sign of laziness, it's a signal. Your body is trying to tell you. Fatigue is a whisper in your ear that something is off in your body. It could be a nutrient deficiency. When I got that physical a few years back, and the doctor was telling me that my liver was off, and I was also told 2017 that I have degenerative bone disease. My apologies for last. Oh no, apologies needed, brother. You did well. Technology does what technology does. I appreciate you coming on and talking and sharing your story of relationship, situationship. That was very engaging. It was very insightful. I like hearing the male perspective. You are the first male that tapped in, the only male that tapped in. So thank you, AJ. I appreciate you for doing that. Um, but yes, if you are, I lost my train of thought. So listening to your body is true self care. You could have a nutrient deficiency that leads to fatigue, the hormonal balance. It leads to inflammation. Almost every ache, pretty much every ache in the body is a sign of inflammation. Something is enlarged and throbbing, and your body is sending signals to your brain like, hey, pay attention to me. You need to fix this. You need to fix this. And it's not going to just go away. The problem's not just going to go away. It'll exist even if the pain subsides or it just gets dull to you to where you don't realize you're still having pain. You got to pay attention to that. When the doctor told me in 2017 that I had degenerative bone disease, and that I had the skeleton of a 70-year-old, and that I would need to take these pills for the rest of my life. Nope, we're not doing that. I went to a holistic practitioner who recommended I try vitamin D. And when I tell you the vitamin D got me, I literally never took a single one of those pills that the orthopedic surgeon told me I would need to take. Understand that you're speaking great truths right now. Thank you, AJ. Thank you so much. The doctor told me, the orthopedic surgeon told me that I need to take these pills and I maybe need surgery. First of all, there's no broken bone. You're not telling, like, what would I possibly need surgery for? Pay attention to the specialist that you're going to when you go to a specialist. He's a surgeon. He's trained to operate. He's only making money when he operates. Or he makes the most money when he operates. He gets a couple dollars for an office visit, but until he gets me on the table and opens me up and does whatever, he's not making what he wants to make or is used to making. So vitamin D helped my skeleton. I couldn't get a massage to fix it. You cannot massage. I couldn't stand to be touched. Like, if you've ever had a massage and they're digging in and they're doing that hurts so bad. I could not get a massage. And I never really told people that I was dealing with this. I live still to this day, I still live with chronic pain. But I manage it. I can tell when I'm not eating right because I definitely feel it more. Whew, I feel it more. So listen to your body. Um, listen to your body. Pay attention to how you eat versus how you feel, how much you sleep, how much water you drink, how much sunlight you're getting. When it's winter time and we're not going outside as much and the sun is a lot of cloudy days back to back to back, maybe try a vitamin D supplement. And again, I'm not a doctor. Do some research, do your own due diligence, and talk to your medical practitioner. But my friendly perspective is when you are not getting a lot of sunshine, vitamin D supplements can really help. That's one of the things that can help. And look up some of the foods that will help you to have a um, some balanced nutrition. One day, a few months ago, and I did a live showing what I was doing. I had my laptop, I had my camera pointed right at my laptop so that people could see it. It's on TikTok if you want to go see. I literally went to Chat GPT, and I'm going to have a tech person to come break down Chat GPT. I might have to do it myself because people's schedules are what they are, but I'm a beast with chat. Anywho, Chat GPT. Hey, Chat, help me to create 30 days of meals aimed at, and I said I wanted good circulatory health, liver health, eye health, cardiovascular health. That's circulatory. All the systems. I named the systems, the things that I wanted to work on, and I typed in all of the ingredients in my refrigerator at the time. Baby, chat spit out a whole 30-day menu, not just it was recipes. It had what the things are good for. So I had beets, and it was talking about beets are good for vein health and circulation in the body. It mixed, it didn't just say juice, so it gave me breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a snack. It said, mix this with this, and you'll get even more benefits. I mean, talk to chat. Okay, AJ said pine pollen, wild salmon, and bison are great ways to ingest vitamin D. Great, great, great nugget. Thank you, my brother. So pine pollen, y'all look this up. Pine pollen, wild salmon, and bison. So a lot of, if you go to a a true butcher shop in the country, you should be able to find some bison. If you're in the Midwest, you can definitely find some bison. I don't know how common it is down south. I haven't really seen much bison, but just look it up. There's even meat delivery services. Again, look at their ingredients, make sure everything is fresh. If it takes more than a day to get to you and it's frozen, it's probably some preservatives in that backpack. So just just understand, and that's one of the things that I read before, very recently. If you could see these books, I went to the library like 2 weeks ago, and I still go to the library and get books. I like to keep my mind sharp. I don't just want to be staring at a screen all day. I love a physical book. Um, but get some ideas on things that um, can help you, the foods that are fresh. And this book, this thing that I recently read was talking about the transition of our dietary system. People used to eat what was local and fresh. Farmers market in one place down this way. Okay, so you get your bison from the farmers market. Nice. Um, I love going to farmers market here in the Atlanta area. We have a giant one called Your DeKalb Farmers Market. I don't care what corner of this area you're in. Go to Your DeKalb Farmers Market. Plan to be. It's like if you've ever been to an IKEA store where it's like it just goes on and on. That joint is huge. But the food is all organic. It's all fresh. You can get stuff from all over the world. The spices, man, I just go in there and spend $100 on spices. Like it's bananas. The produce, the fresh seafood. Yes, hit up a farmer's market. I grew up in the middle of Amish country, man, so I'm used to fresh produce. But eating locally matters. Get you some honey that is locally sourced wherever you are at. Make sure that honey is local. If you live somewhere near a maple farm, make sure your syrup is 100% locally, organically, local and organically sourced. Maple syrup, when it got to get made in a factory, sit on a get on a truck to sit on a shelf, like, ugh. Oh, you said that's where you go? Hey, okay. Man, you live in a good area. Oh, I love it over there. I love, love, love it over there. I don't know why I thought you lived in another state, bro. Um, yes, your DeKalb Farmers Market. Man, if you have never been there and you live in the metro Atlanta area, you have done yourself a disservice. Go there this week. I want to start hearing feedback and follow up, things that you learn or experience or hear on this platform. I want y'all to hit me back and tell me, hey, I tried that. Hey, I asked my doctor that. Hey, I got your book and I went through that exercise. Listen, the ultimate planner, I'm telling you, lives are changing, and it's so much in here. So much in here. It's like a guided journal, and it's a oh, you used to live in Charlotte. Okay. It's a non-calendar based planner. So if you start it now, if you order it today and Amazon delivers it tomorrow, you get it start Monday. The first page starts on a Monday. The first week starts on a Monday, but it's not dated, so you can start whenever. You still gonna get 52 weeks of action. Just Google my name or go on Amazon and put my name in there, and those books are there. So, um, yes, 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 yes. Your gut is another thing. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm looking at my nuts. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking at my notes. Here's a big one: caffeine, 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 caffeine. I've been guilty of this too. And I was just fussing at a young man a few days ago. You know who you are. You better be watching because I'm gonna pick your brain tomorrow. Okay. Caffeine is not a substitute for sleep. If you fooling with those energy drinks, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Yes, stop it. Energy drinks have such a powerfully negative impact on your heart. Yes, you will get a surge, but you will also have the crash. Caffeine is bad. Living off coffee and energy drinks, it burns out your adrenal glands over time. True energy comes from minerals, hydration, and emotional peace. Namaste. Yes, I had to take it down. True energy comes from minerals, hydration, and emotional peace. We don't have any excuse. We have Google and we have AI. We have telephones that fit in our pocket and we can pick it up and speak to it and ask it any question we want to. Say, hey, I don't want to say the name that our phone responds to because my phone will react, but hey, blank, what minerals are best for energy? Ask it, hey, what natural whole foods will give me that mineral? It's too easy. We have zero excuses for unhealthy lifestyles. Zero. Get back to what my nursing instructor asked me over 37 years ago. She asked me if I can give you $1 billion, but you can never walk again, would that be your idea of quality of life? Heck no. I want to say, hell no. I had to say it like that. No. So if you work hard to achieve a lot of outward success, but the inside of you is rotting away, what are you doing it for? What are you doing it for? Be mindful of what you do to your body. Whew. And we need to move more. We need exercise. I have a bike in the garage collecting dust, I must admit. I do move around all day, every day. I very seldom sit still for more than an hour. The longest I sit still is while I'm doing this thing. It is after 8 o'clock, and I have been sitting for an hour, and I'm so excited. I thought this would be like hard to just talk because the doctor wasn't available, but this is not that hard. I had good enough notes, and I have enough life experiences to share things that I've gone through, things that I've read, studied, and know. Um, and sometimes just intuitively, I learn something because my body tells me. So yeah, move, 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 and not just give yourself grace. Don't just think that exercise is supposed to be a weight loss journey. You got to keep your heart pumping. You've got to keep your oxygen flowing to all the cells in your body. The more you stimulate the veins in your body, the more sensation you'll continue to have, the more you'll keep regenerating brain cells. Like it's all connected. It's all connected. So I want to encourage you to keep moving and also pay attention to your environment. Poor air quality is a big thing. If you're working somewhere or you're living somewhere where there may be mold or even something like getting excessive screen time, which we all do. That's an environmental energy zapper. We don't look at it like that, but that is an environmental factor that is zapping our energy. Um, Self-care might just be open a window once in a while, use an air purifier, unplug your life. I have been, and I keep all day long, I'm constantly looking for my phone because I have been so mindful to just leave that thing on the desk, leave it sitting down. I'm mentally unplugged. Like I don't, I'm like only a half a step away from a rocking chair and a beach or a hammock and a beach for the rest of ever. I have worked the work. Now, I did construction for way too many for decades. I'm tired. I'm tired. So I, a phone, yeah, unplug. Work that into your self-care routine. Start with 15 minutes every day, the same 15-minute block every day that you're not checking text messages, phone calls, emails, social media, nothing. Build it in. Expand that 15 minutes. Do it for a few weeks. Expand that 15 minutes to 30 minutes. Then for an hour. Then 2 hours. We should have 2 hours of just decompression every day. Every day. If you need to get up a little bit earlier in the daytime, and that's another big factor. Hold on, let me back up and talk to the procrastinators. Do you know what you're doing to your body because you're a procrastinator? The stress that you're constantly placing yourself under when you have to rush. Now you got road rage because you're running behind. Baby, you run behind every day. What are you mad for? You should be used to it. I know that my family jokes about me because I am early to everything. Everything. I know people invite me to stuff just because they know I'm going to get there early enough to help set up. I am just, I'm a very punctual person, but if you heard me earlier or any other time, I have been very sick. I was 2009, I was in the hospital for 3.5 months. I was not always this way, but baby, when you're laying in the hospital bed for 3.5 months and the doctor told you he don't know why you're laying there dying, you have a profound, well, you should have a profound appreciation for time. I do. I don't even get bothered when I show up and people aren't ready yet because I know I'm early. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm early. When you don't know how much time you got left and your clock is ticking super loud in your ear, man, I promise you're going to have a different appreciation for time. I've been on my deathbed 3 times. One, two, three. Read the book. You'll find out. Residue. I should have had a book next to me. Residue, growing from crush to crushing it. Check it out on Amazon if you care to. Um, I switched out the picture. That picture is not the picture on the final cover. Initially, I was not wanting to be on the cover, but the finished cover has me. It's my picture. Read the book. If you see it on Amazon, you'll understand why I'm mentioning that my face was jacked up. So yes. Um yes. Okay. So environmental drainers. I'm trying to make sure that I follow my notes because I want to make sure that I cover some things. I want to give you some things to spark conversation with your partner, with your family, with your doctor. I want to make you hyper aware of things that might be impacting you that you never given consideration to. I know too many people who have a problem with reproductive health. Um, Women, periods should not be punishment. That's not like crippling cramps, the extreme mood swings, heavy bleeding. That's not normal. These are signs that your reproductive system needs some support. Self-care means advocating for answers, and not just accepting the pain, or not just popping another pill because the doctor wrote you a prescription for 800 milligram ibuprofen. Man, because guess what? That's going to impact another system in your body. You can't take it very long. And if you have some heart conditions, you probably shouldn't be taking NSAIDs anyway. And that's a whole nother, again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm trying to say in Quran giving medical advice. Nope. People are so litigious. I keep slipping these little disclaimers in there. Okay. So understand, when you have a challenging cycle, that's a sign that something is off in your body. And our wounds are not dumping grounds. Fibroids and what is there's another PCOS. That's in my notes, and I don't remember what it is. Um, Hormonal cysts. That's another big thing. Those are often signs of toxic overload. We have been ingesting things, or putting things on our skin, the lotions, the bubble baths, all the things. Oh, taking a bubble bath. I grew up taking bubble baths, as most of us did. That can impact your system, ladies. I can't do it now. If I take a bath, it's just a bath. Ain't nothing in it. If I'm hurting too bad, I'll put some Epsom salt in there, but that's about it. Bath bombs, forget about it. Know your body and understand the things that like affect you. A lot of the beauty products contain environmental toxin. So detoxify your life for true womb care. That is self care. Okay, girlies. Gentlemen, I appreciate you if you stuck with me this long, because most of this does apply to women. Oh my goodness, I have been not on checked Instagram long enough. We got Winston Wilson on there. We got Howard again. Hey, brother, welcome back. We got Jamal Peachtree and Peach City Photography. Hey, anybody who came up on a drone recently, drone, hit me up. My boy lost a drone. You in the shy? You know that's not yours. Big Ike, what's up, brother? You need to come on here and sing to us. Oh man, I appreciate all of the traffic. This is the 30 days of I Owe Me challenge. If you just tuned in, I am I am on a roll tonight. I didn't know I was gonna talk this long. The birth control thing. I'm gonna get back to this topic because my notes are I still have a few things. Birth control. Know your body. Know that and do some research. There are things, there's a lawsuit, or like a class action lawsuit for people who are on Depo-Provera, all kind of things. There are areas of concentration where some things are pushed versus other areas of the country. That's by design. Population control is a real thing. No matter what you believe, it's a real thing. There's some things you find in the hood that you won't find in rural areas or in the suburbs. It's a real thing. So understand that there are a lot of alternatives for birth control. Um, a lot of us were prescribed birth control pills to regulate our cycles instead of getting to the root cause of why we had the irregular cycle in the first place. Um, so let's really, okay, wait a minute. We got some comments and I need to be able to see the comments. I just saw the alert pop up. Okay, hey, Maria. She posted that a while ago. And gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, understand that your libido is a health indicator. I didn't know that. I haven't known that for very long. A low sex drive isn't just about mood, it can be a signal for hormonal issues, thyroid problems, adrenal fatigue. Um, we all deserve to feel alive in these bodies. We only get one body. No matter how many parts people try to replace, we all only get one body. Gentlemen, know your numbers too, especially if you used to be very active, um, and you don't feel the urge anymore. You're physically capable, but you just don't feel the urge. You might have a hormone imbalance. Women are not, hormones are not exclusive to women. You all have hormones too. So understand what your body is going through. If you're having prostate, anybody over 40 who has not had a prostate exam, gentlemen, I want to go get checked. I know it seems, the thought of it is uncomfortable for you men, but go get checked. Ladies, if you love that man, I said this the other day on that relationship episode. Y'all go back and check that out. Ladies, if you love that man, you care about that man, even if it's your brother, son, father, mainly your intimate partner, husband, spouse, whatever you title yourself as. Pay attention when that man goes to the bathroom. His flow will be the very first obvious indicator of an enlarged prostate. That flow will go from flowing to trickling. So pay attention. Stay on your man. Make sure that he go, because y'all are terrible with going to doctors. Y'all are terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Go to the doctor. Know your numbers. Know what's normal for you. But pay attention to your flow, gentlemen. Yes, I'm fussing about you too. But if your libido has changed, you definitely want to explore what it is going on with you. Get a full blood panel. When you go to get a physical, your annual physical, ask for a full blood panel, a scan. There are doctors, there are clinics out there that do full body scans. Google it, find one in your area, find a functional practitioner who's going to be more scientific with your medical care. They're going to want to know what the root cause of your problems are, and they are not just going to write you a prescription. They are going to find the natural path back to your normal. Okay? But this has been, let me see, it is 8:20. Lord, I did not think this was going to be a long episode. I'm excited. That says to me, so what this challenge is doing for me is helping me to be more consistent with content creation. And this challenge is not just about content creation. This is about having a global impact, which I know there is a calling on my life. I am walking in it. I don't care when one person shows up or if 1,000 people show up. I'm going to give everything I have to give every time I come on. Tired, other stuff going on, it doesn't matter. If I'm too out of it, I have tapped out 3 times. So I owe y'all 3 days. So it's going to happen at the end of the challenge. So it should have finished, I think, July 22nd. I finished the 25th. Just keep coming. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Go to the YouTube channel, Blowing Bubbles Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe, 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 share, like, comment, watch those videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am committed to bringing things that are impactful, informational, and a little bit of entertainment. A little bit of entertainment. On the podcast, I'll splash in some entertainment. But this 30 days of I Owe Me is really geared to reminding people, put yourself on your own list of priority. We are so busy doing the things, achieving the things, acquiring the things, and we forget about ourselves, our true selves. We think we're doing something for ourselves because we're buying stuff and we're going places. Man, some of y'all come back from vacation and need a vacation. because you did too much on your vacation. You didn't vacate nothing. You just switched from your job to the job of a schedule on vacation. Understand, when I once I hit it, especially if I done had to get on an airplane to go somewhere, baby, don't ask me nothing. I don't know what I want to do tomorrow. I don't know what I want to do in 10 minutes. I might not do anything. So y'all better learn how to take a vacation, take a break, do yourself a favor, spend some time with just you. Go back to another one of the nights during the challenge when we were talking about meditation and mindfulness. There are videos on YouTube you can watch on meditation. Just listen to it and it'll help you get into a meditative state. And the videos are like 10 hours long. You can sleep to it, it'll help calm you. Understand that this is something that we need. We need to calm our brains so that we can focus on what actually matters. Okay? I want to encourage you all to know your numbers, know your body, and know where you're going in life so that you can have an adequate roadmap to get there. Okay? Go back to that vision mapping episode. It's one of the first, I think it's the first or second day of the challenge. Vision, it's called Vision Mapping. It's on YouTube. And if you want to get the book where the vision map exercise is in here, it's called The Ultimate Planner. Hit me up on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, Amazon. Just type my name in Amazon and it'll be right there. And that is going to be it tonight. Tomorrow, I'm not even talking about who's here the next day. I'll be here the next day because people's schedule change. I'll be here. I might have a guest, I might not, but I'm going to bring you something that is going to matter in life for real. If you want to hear about something, you want to learn about something, you want to hear me talk about something, just let me know. I'm here for it, okay? On that note, good night. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Stay poppin'.